how we start to mention about the Shen. From originally just the meaning about brain, from marrow, then now we go on to the Shen, which is a developer area, as I said, in, as Sodi mentioned, with a big gap, about 1,500 years, has no any development. Now, only by then, 500 years ago, there is suddenly something like a sharp light, like sunstone. Oh, brain has already mentioned here. They have the special meaning of brain is the house of invention. As you know, traditionally, Shen in TCM, or five-element system, Shen is hosted by heart. Heart is the house of Yuan-Shen, or heart housing of Shen, not Shen. What's the meaning of Yuan-Shen? What means Shen? Why? Where is the place of brain? What's the place of brain in the management of Shen? Now we mention brain is the house of Yuan-Shen, how to understanding of these things. So first of all, Yuan-Shen is the source of all the other Shen. It's the source. Shen is the original source of other Shen. It's the meaning of Yuan-Shen. Yuan is the original meaning. In Chinese, Yuan or primary. And then Yuan-Shen is the largest and the most only Shen and the dominant life. It's the largest and the most only Shen and dominant life. Dominant life. Yuan-Shen. Yuan, you know, in Chinese, Yuan here, this is Yuan-Shen. But Yuan here is original. As you know, in China, the first day of the year, or New Year Day, etc. In China, we call Yuan Dan. The original day, the first day, we call it Yuan Dan. Here, Yuan-Shen is the Yuan here. It's the original, the largest, and the dominant life. So Yuan-Shen is innate and governed by brain. So this is my translation, from my understanding about what's the meaning of brain is the house of Yuan-Shen. From, you know, I believe most of you have already noticed here, Machia. In Chinese, we call him Ma Wanli, Machia Jibani. He is told or called by many European practitioners that he is the father of European TCM education. Even some TCM, but I agree, he's something like the father of the European TCM education. Machia Jibani, I think everybody will know. And most of the, I don't know, Netherlands or some other country. In the UK, almost all the university or school, we use his book, The Foundation of Chinese Medicine, The Practice of Chinese Medicine, etc. Lots of books as the key textbook. We call Jibani Machia, or Chinese. He got his first education, or you can say the training in Tianjun 30 years ago. I met him several times in Tianjun with the Chinese Medicine. He got lots of visits in Thailand. He's a visiting professor in Tianjun with the Chinese Medicine. In his book, he said brain is the residence of the original mind. He translated Yuan-Shen as the original mind. This is his original word in his book, Jimani Machia, The Foundation of Chinese Medicine, second editor. This book is the key textbook, something like a chapter we call the 中医基础理论, Foundation of Chinese Medicine. He translated and developed in English version. And it's very widely used in almost all the teaching institutions in the UK at least. So in his book, he mentioned that. So he said his words, from the Ming Dynasty, here, onwards, some doctors attribute the residence of mind to brain rather than heart.
But then, if you follow your logic because
Yes.
the marrow and the sea of marrow
Yes.
comes from the kidney. The kidney is responsible for. So therefore, is the kidney not the home of Yuan Shen?
Okay, good point. It's a good point. Kidney is related for the manufacturing of brain,
Yes.
but not the house of Yuan Shen. It's the marrow related, but the house. It is the Yuan Shen from onward of Huang and from Majia is mentioned from Jing dynasty. There are some doctors believe brain is the house of Yuan Shen rather than heart. Now I will explain more detail about the Shen in TCM. Shen, then when I will develop from the general brain to the marrow, now for the Shen. Shen in TCM. Shen in broad meaning, similar to early morning we mentioned of channel. We have broad meaning, we have the narrow meaning. Broad meaning in Shen, and all the physical and the mentally energy. All our life, we call Shen. That's what we call someone in Chinese. Someone that we say someone, he has a vital Shen. 他很有神. This vital Shen, not only because his mind is very clear, very smart, but also his physically smart activity. Such as me. Many people told me, you're your Shen. This Shen includes your vision, your smart thinking, but also your physical. Looks very smart, elegant, or the smooth movement, etc.
Is that because it resides in the heart?
Okay, we move on. Include. So this is a broad meaning. The narrow meaning of Shen is mind or spirit. When we talk about the similar to the channel, when we talk about the channel, the name we mean the wide meaning, include the channels and the petals. Here, when we mention about Shen, in different area, or different time, or different cases, it could be a general meaning. Shen, he looks very bulky Shen. This is the general meaning. But in sometimes, with Shen disorder, etc., we mentioned the narrow meaning of mind or spirit. So narrow meaning and the wide meaning. And the essence and qi are the substantial foundation of Shen. So narrow or we mentioned the essence, it's the substantial foundation of marrow essence. Here, essence and qi are the substantial of Shen, which means without qi, without essence or Jing, you can imagine your Shen couldn't be clear or healthy. And of course, Shen is also one of the three treasures. Three treasures we know: Jing, Qi, Shen. Jing is essence, Qi, vital Qi, vital life, and Shen. Three treasures of our life. It's three treasures. And my understanding, post-natural Shen lives in the heart. Now, this is different. Of course, this is my translation, my understanding.
Postnatal.
Yeah, post-natural.
Postnatal, what's the meaning?
After
birth.
After birth.
后天。
后天。
后天，你不是贵，后天之神 lives in the heart. Yuan Shen refers to the procession Shen or pre-natural Shen, 先天之神. Yuan originally Shen, from your parents, from your pregnancy. This 先天之神, Yuan Shen. Yes, that's different, slightly different. Okay.
It's comparable to the 先天之精 and 后天之精.
Yeah, similar, something similar. And then more detail about the Shen in TCM. State of Shen, what's the nature of Shen of a patient, of ourselves? It's said to be visible in the eyes. Visible in the eyes. So mostly of our diagnosis of a Shen, of a patient, we mostly to observe the eyes. The eyes are visible of Shen. And the healthy Shen produces brightly shining eyes with vitality. We call it Shen. Shen. And the disturbed Shen produced Dao eyes. Dao eyes, which seems to have a curtain in front of them. Looks curtain, looks vague, as if no one were behind, no one were behind them. Disturbed Shen often seen in those with long-term emotional problems or after serious shock, even a shock that occurs a long time ago. So this, we call this disturbed Shen. Also, healthy Shen depends on the strength of essence. Okay, we mentioned about this essence. Essence we call the stored in kidney. Essence and the qi produced by spleen and stomach. That means Shen Tian and Hou Tian. They all contribute to healthy Shen. Shen depends on the prenatural Jing and the postnatural Jing. Shen Tian Jing and Hou Tian Jing. If essence and the qi are healthy, Shen will be nourished. About Shen nourished, and Shen lives in the blood vessel, partly of heart system in TCM.
Shen lives in the blood vessel.
Yes. Here the Shen in the blood vessel, partly of heart system in TCM. This is
What's the heart system?
This is the post-natural Shen, or the narrow meaning of Shen. It's partly of the TCM.
Dr. Wang?
Yes.
The disturbed Shen means 是什么？
Shen Nuan,
神乱，
Nuan Shen.
神乱。
So blood is closely related to qi and TCM and is formed from the post-natural Jing, derived from food and fluid. Hence, blood formulate is stimulated with that of the formulate of qi. Qi and blood contribute the healthy of Shen. From the understanding of Shen, let's move on for more detail of Huang and Po. These several slides are only written in a couple of days ago, before this lecture. I think the last minute I submitted this handout. For preview of my lectures, in preview, every year I got lots of lectures or seminars on this subject. And I only stop here about Shen in TCM. So for today, in the recent couple of weeks or months, I made some more study on this area. I added several slides on more detail about Shen, and Huang and Po. From the TCM theory, as we know, we have 五智. 五智 we have the 浑神意魄智. We call it 五智. Here, 浑神意魄智. Here the Shen is only heart Shen, only lateral meaning of Shen. But broad meaning of Shen can be divided by Huang and Po. Yeah. First, the language how to translate the Shen. In Chinese, the Shen could be we use spirit. Somewhere we use small spirit or heart spirit. This is what we call the Shen. Then the Huang. Huang, I try to translate how to translate in English. So several search. I found this one could be more reasonable. We call it no corporal soul, which means no physical.
Yeah.
No physical related soul, or no physical related Shen. We call this Huang. Next one, Po. Called corporal soul or animal soul, which means ground, which means physically of Shen. So physical Shen or ground Shen, we use the name of Po. Then the more emotionally, more heavy, more stylish Shen, we call them no corporal soul or Huang. Shen indicates the complex of all five metal spirit aspect of a human being, right? The spirit itself. and Huang and Po and Tianjun.
Can you give an example?